so that the amount of increases are reasonable.
Over for being such real troopers and for finding time to come. We'd also like to thank our panelists for their incisive questions. Thank you to all our sponsors, our partners, RPN and KBP, and all those who helped put this project together. We'd like to assure our presidential candidates that they may be just four, but they certainly brought into this hall tonight the energy and the brilliance of 11. Thank you all very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are still going to announce the result of our mock poll. And we'd also like to say that the result of the mock poll will not diminish in any way our appreciation for the presence of our gallant ladies and gentlemen who sat at the presidential table. For the non-lawyer category of our mock poll, top-notcher Senator Enrile with 49 votes. Santiago, 19. Marcos, 11. Estrada, 9. Lim, 6. Morato, 6. Rocco, 3. Dumlao, 3. De Villa, 2. Osmeña, 1. De Venecia, 1. Among lawyers, the results are as follows. Enrile, 41. Erap, 29. De Venecia, 19. Lim, 18. Santiago, 17. De Villa, 14. Rocco, 13. Osmeña, 5. Morato, 4. Dumlao, 6. Marcos, 1. We had 7 stray ballots. One such put Andres Bonifacio. Another one, Jawo. And 5 others were cast but remained blank. So mga kaibigan, maraming salamat po. In the spirit of fairness, we would just like to mention that Secretary De Villa and Mr. Morato wrote formally to the IBP explaining their reasons for not having come. The others, of course, as we mentioned, confirmed, and as you witnessed, were no-show presidential candidates.
4 issues have been tackled here at the Manila Hotel by presidential candidates Miriam Defensor Santiago, People's Reform Party; Juan Ponce Enrile, Independent; Imelda Romales Marcos, Kilosang Bagong Lipunan; and Santiago Dumlao Jr., Bago Party. The same issues, namely economy, peace and order, foreign relations and environment, will now be discussed by the rest of the candidates.
So what we're going to do is undertake measures that will improve our economy and be prepared for these changes. O katulad ng mga deficit spending, siguro wag natin gawin yan. We should live within our means because deficit spending causes inflation, thereby affecting the poor people. And also, we have to lower interest rates. We should not manage the value of our currency kamukha ng ginagawa ng central bank na tinutulungan nila to affect the value of our peso. No? Let the market forces do it.
If the Japanese economy does not improve, then certainly it will not be good for the rest of the region. But it breeds opportunities for the Philippines to fill in the gap. Maybe then we can establish better relations both with Japan and the competing nations. Indonesia is another problem altogether. It creates repercussions on the security aspect in the south. The Indonesian problem will affect the Iaga and the BIM. And here, the Philippines can then start playing a role to stabilize the region. The best way is to show leadership in the finance and in the management aspects so that our service industry can then be utilized to initiate leadership in the region. Because mas mauusay tayo sa banking, finance at management. Yan acknowledged.
So many millions depend on agriculture, and aside from that, it's a labor-intensive program because we'll be creating irrigation system, dams, and farm-to-market road for post-harvest facilities, and We will see to it that if our government can give tax exemptions to big corporations and tax credits, I don't see any reason why we cannot give tax exemptions to fertilizers, pesticide, chemicals that are being used by the farmers. So that's our, I would say, our priority, to give more incentive to the farmers to increase their production.
The economic storm in Asia will definitely have an effect on the Philippines. Kaya lang, pinagkamatatag ang economic fundamentals ng Pilipinas, kaya konti lang ang epekto sa Pilipinas. Kaya po, ang South Korea, sino mang maniniwala na babagsak ang ekonomiya ng South Korea, second only to Japan yan. Umutang sila ngayon ng $60 billion sa IMF, International Monetary Fund. Nasa control sila ngayon ng IMF. Ganon din ang Indonesia at Thailand. Samantalang ang Pilipinas, which is supposed to be the sick man of Asia, nakaligtas tayo sa IMF control. Kahapon, nag-graduate tayo from the IMF.
The PNP will remain as the national police. But the creation of different local police forces under the full control of the mayor, yan ang ating gagawin. And let's involve the mayors in this peace and order campaign and make them responsible for the peace and order situation in his jurisdiction. I don't care whether they're the governor, the mayor, or a general or a colonel. As long as they participate in the commission of crime or become the protectors of crime syndicates, will apply the full force of the law against them.
Pag ang isang nagpipintura, siya na ang piskal, siya na ang judge, siya na ang executor, siya na ang police, that is the essence of fascism. And in a rule of law, hindi pwedeng pasista. Kami ang gusto namin aksyon demokratiko, hindi aksyon diktatorial, hindi aksyon pasista, hindi aksyon militar, kundi aksyon demokratiko. The community and the police must help each other, and then the prosecution must prosecute. Hindi ba? And the judge must judge. Ang kapitbahay mo, pininturahan ang bahay mo. O di ngayon, ang sasabihin ng anak mo, ang tatay ko pala drug pusan. How did that deter? Hindi mo naman nakakasiguro na ikaw talaga drug pusan. At yung pininturahan ay talagang drug pusan.
And we found out that 35% of our police officers here in Metro Manila alone, they live in the squatter area. So, you know, they live side by side with the hoodlums. And, you know, the Filipino culture, the comparison system. So easily, the collusion between the police and the criminal elements are so rampant. So first, we have to cut this. How? By increasing the pay of the police officers.